The middle class is not collapsing because of recession anymore. It is being structurally automated out of relevance. While millions still debate inflation, elite capital has already repositioned itself for the AI era. This is no longer a technology story, it is a wealth transfer story, and the speed of that transfer is accelerating faster than most governments can react. White-collar workers once believed automation would target only factories and warehouses, but now artificial intelligence is moving directly into law firms, finance departments, marketing agencies, and software companies. Entire career ladders are quietly disappearing beneath the surface of the economy. Junior analysts are being replaced by AI co-pilots that never sleep. Customer service centers are becoming algorithmic command hubs. Even highly skilled programmers are beginning to compete against their own automated tools. The terrifying reality is that productivity gains no longer guarantee broad prosperity. In previous industrial revolutions, displaced workers eventually found new sectors, but artificial intelligence threatens to automate both physical labor and cognitive labor simultaneously. That changes the entire structure of capitalism itself. Because if labor becomes less valuable, ownership becomes exponentially more important. And that is exactly where the billionaire class is concentrating its money right now. Semiconductor giants have become the new oil empires of the digital age. Data centers are now strategic assets as important as military infrastructure. The race for computational dominance is quietly becoming the next global arms race, and ordinary workers are caught in the middle of a transition they never voted for. The AI wealth chasm is not a future scenario anymore, it is already forming in real time. The biggest question now is, who owns the machines replacing human productivity? Because the answer to that question may determine the next century of wealth distribution, and for millions of middle-class families, the clock is already ticking. The old promise was simple: work hard, build skills, and your income would rise over time. But artificial intelligence is beginning to sever the connection between effort and economic reward. For the first time in modern history, algorithms are scaling faster than human careers can adapt. Companies no longer need thousands of employees to generate billions in market value. That fundamentally changes how wealth circulates through society. In the industrial economy, workers were consumers, taxpayers, and economic engines. In the AI economy, efficiency itself becomes the primary asset, and efficiency does not necessarily reward human participation. That is why elite investors are aggressively accumulating AI infrastructure. Before regulation catches up, they understand that whoever controls computation may eventually control productivity itself, and productivity has always been the foundation of wealth creation. Venture capital is now flooding into robotics, autonomous logistics, and machine intelligence. Private equity firms are purchasing entire sectors, expected to become AI dependent. Even energy markets are being reshaped around the electricity demands of artificial intelligence. Because AI does not just consume information, it consumes enormous power. This is creating a new economic hierarchy built around data, chips, and energy access. Nations that dominate AI infrastructure could gain unprecedented geopolitical leverage. Nations that fail to adapt could experience severe economic stagnation. And inside every major economy, the gap between asset owners and wage earners may continue widening. The middle class was historically stabilized by stable employment growth, but automation is beginning to destabilize the very mechanism that created that stability. And history shows that periods of rapid technological imbalance often trigger social volatility. The warning signs are already emerging across housing, debt, and labor markets. The AI revolution may create extraordinary wealth, but not necessarily widespread prosperity. This content is for educational purposes only. It is not professional financial advice. Investing involves risk. Always do your own research.